Hello. How's it going, everybody? Oh, the camera seems high now. Whatever, we'll deal with it. Oh, you can also see my blue tack on the door in the background. My my acoustic panels have been falling off recently. They really fell off. Hey, Novell, how's it going? How's your, is it Friday? Yeah, today's Friday. How's your Friday going? I feel like I look short. 1 second. There we go. That's me. Monster, what are you doing? Oh my god. That dog. You're quite dehydrated. That sucks. I was feeling dehydrated earlier too. That's weird. I don't know why I was, but I was. It was very strange. Just feeling generally off today over here. So I felt like a comfy Minecraft stream was appropriate. I also set us up with a new playlist that has some music from games that I've played more recently. You're hearing Faith in the background right now. I tried to keep this one to just sort of like chill beats to break blocks to. Maybe it is because I have only had a mug of coffee today. Yeah, Novell, you gotta sort of make sure there's water intake along with the mug of coffee. It does have water in it, but that water is saturated with the chemicals that are in the coffee. That's sort of how coffee works. So it ceases to be water and becomes coffee. So it's a good idea to sort of... I'm going to ascend to a higher plane. I don't think how that works. I think before you get to a higher plane... Oh, why is it doing that? Give me a second. I think before you ascend to a higher plane, it, there we go. Weird. Does my voice sound okay? Because if OBS is resetting settings, I wonder if it's unmuted any, like, microphones or something. I don't sound echoey? Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you ascend to a higher plane when that happens. I think you have a heart attack. I'm fairly certain that's how that works. I think the heart attack comes before ascending to a higher plane. So anyways, we're just getting a bunch of obsidian. We're in the end right now. I'm just breaking down some towers. The idea for this stream is that we're going to grab a bunch of obsidian, and then we're going to go and try to find... Playing a bit of vanilla Minecraft, yes. We're going to try to find a frozen ocean biome or something similar. I mean, maybe some ice mountains or something. But I need blue ice, and we're going to get a shit ton of blue ice, and then we're going to use those to build... the aether is not a thing. We're going to use those to build an ice highway in the nether so that we can quickly boat from one place to another rather than these long twisting nether paths that we've been dealing with on the server forever. Yeah, the aether is not a thing. Did you think the aether was a thing in vanilla Minecraft? I haven't tested it yet. Well, yeah, the Aether mod was one of the earliest mods for Minecraft. I believe that was during beta. I don't think that was even the 1.0 version of the game. It's a pretty cool mod, but it was not. It was never made official content, and I doubt they ever will. I don't see them doing the Aether. Yeah, they really did. I do wish I had the resources for like a beacon or something here, because that would be... It'd be nice to have haste when doing this, but we've also got more obsidian than we will need for this project, so that's okay. I'll just finish off this top layer and then we'll go look for ice. By the way, did you know the person who made the Aether is now an employee at Mojang? Yes, I did know that. Yeah, that was how Notch really built out the Mojang team for a while, was just sort of buying up mod developers. Because it turns out Notch didn't actually have very many good or original ideas. And needed other people to do that for him. Which often happens with fascists. Not that it's bad to, like, hire people. I'm saying, like... Also, another fun fact, there's a mod that is a revival of the Aether that is ported to the new version. Yeah, I'd imagine there are quite a few of those. I mean, anytime you get a mod that popular, there's gonna be copycats. And unfortunately, there's no such thing as official when you're dealing with mod content. But that's cool that that exists. I'm gonna check my maps that I have down here and see if I have any frozen places on the map. Like a full-blown revival that has been approved by the original maker of the Aether. That's cool. I was never super interested in the Aether mod as a concept. I think a lot of it's How do I want to say this? Because I don't want to sound mean. It's adding new realms is, you know, certainly one way to improve on a game that has, there we are. Adding new realms is certainly one way to improve on a game that has sort of run its course as far as the existing exploration options. But where Minecraft has always needed more help than anything was in depth rather than breadth. There are already plenty of things to explore in Minecraft. The problem is not that there isn't enough to explore. The problem is that once you get to a new place, there's nothing there. It's just procedurally generated terrain. And the Aether is the same way. It's just different looking procedural terrain. And they did add some things, you know, like new creatures and new treasures and items that you can mess with. But, you know, it's like any other mod. I don't consider Aether mod to be particularly special. The only reason it's like particularly notable is because it was one of the earliest mods that like took off on YouTube because a few popular YouTubers covered it. I'm only seeing one snowy region on here, and I think I've already gotten a lot of the ice from there, actually. That sucks. Do I really not have any frozen oceans? Same thing is happening with ore spawn, except there's going to be more original ore spawn so that it can be classified as different from the original, since the original character come with. Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about with, like, there's no such thing as official when it comes to mods. Like, I mean, the original mod creator can approve or disapprove, but it doesn't matter. If somebody wants to make a mod, they're going to make a mod, and there's no, like, licensing or copyright anything to, you know. That is unfortunately the way the cookie crumbles there. Okay, I have Silk Touch. I'm all up on there. And when I say the original creator went off the deep end, I mean the deep, deep end. Yeah, that often happens. I mean, when you think about the, not to, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Not to, like, not to completely stereotype an entire, like, field, but the type of people you typically have working on mods for games are people who are inside, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but people who are inside a lot of the time, people who don't touch grass, and those types of people are more likely to, you know, have, like, mental illnesses, or to have, like, bad socioeconomic situations, or, you know, to be otherwise disenfranchised or mistreated by the people around them. You know, you escape to video games and to the world of the internet as a, well, an escape. So, like, it's sad, but it's also not surprising whenever another story like that comes out, that, like, oh, a creator went, you know, said some crazy shit online, or, you know, got mad at everyone and manically removed all of their material from the internet. Not super surprising. That is a systemic and socio-political issue. Okay, what were we doing? Oh, I meant to grab a copy of one of those maps. I'm a silly person. Actually, I'm fairly certain it's right over here. So it's just northwest? Yeah. Oh yeah, it must be this right here. I think this was Sam's place, and he hasn't been playing on the server for a while, so I doubt he'll mind if I take a lot of his ice. I'm gonna work on this peak right here to start. And we're gonna just be grabbing a ton of ice. Ooh, actually, there's no snow over there. Let's grab this stuff. Whee! Is this blue ice or is this regular ice? This looks like blue ice. Am I crazy? No, packed ice. Okay. Hey, that gets us halfway there. He ended up going on about conspiracy theories. Totally insane ones, by the way, and his original idea for removing the mod from Minecraft is he wanted it to be its own thing, sort of like a copy of Minecraft, but particularly inferior to Minecraft in every way. Yeah, that's, yeah. Mod creators deciding that their mod should be its own game is a whole other thing. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about that other than, like, it's sad. It sucks. Yeah. It is sad. Anyway, sorry for the dropped frames there. That's gonna happen when we break a lot of blocks at once. Fortunately, I recently, I think I mentioned in the last stream, we got access to a mending villager finally. So I put mending on this pickaxe. So if we run out of, you know, durability, we can go AFK at the mob farm for a little bit and, you know, hang out and chat while we restore our items. I don't entirely remember the stuff he was going on about, so I can't say with complete confidence. The theories were insane, but I just know it was really hard to watch. Yeah, I mean, anytime you see that kind of stuff, it's hard to watch, right? You know, I mean, like I said, it's a stereotype, but you know, stereotypes are based in some reality generally. I don't know what I want to say about it's just there are a lot of men particularly out there who don't grow up being given the tools or resources they need to process things. And that's not to mention and this affects everybody. It's just, you know, in the PC space, it tends to be men. What I was saying is that's not even to mention the, like, capitalism side of things, where the forces of capitalism make it difficult to have access to things like mental health care. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, yeah, it's gonna keep happening until some, like, massive systemic stuff changes. And there's a social component to that, which is, you know, I remember spending about 12 hours in a realm getting almost every enchant from villagers to make god armor. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much I've had this conversation, like, the point that I was making there, I mean, I've said on this channel a million times, but it's, yeah, it's sad. I don't know that I have the mental space to get into the full complexity of the situation, so I feel like I should just stop blathering. Soft Baby Kitten has joined the party. I think I know who that is. Hey, Kendra, how are you doing? We were just talking about men being sad. But I'm going to stop talking about that because I don't have the energy for that particular conversation today. It was supposed to be a comfy stream, and then Novell started talking about somebody having issues. Hiya. Also, thank you for subscribing. I just realized that was subscription, not follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. Also, that puts us at the follower goal that I had. Hell yeah. Oh, is this from the Messenger? Yes. Speaking of the Messenger. Oh, I should put these all in the same one. When we beat Sea of Stars, which I assume will happen next week, we're going to move on to the Messenger next, which is the sort of sister game to Sea of Stars. I downloaded it the other day, and just today I was listening to some of the soundtrack to put it on this playlist. And so many of my favorite songs from Sea of Stars were originally in the Messenger. The Sea of Stars versions are just like updated, you know, newer audio engine versions. So I'm excited to play through it and hear all of the sort of Easter eggs that I missed in Sea of Stars for having not played the Messenger first. It's gonna be fun. It's definitely not the kind of game I usually play, so it should be interesting to see whether I like it or not. But if Sea of Stars has taught me anything, it's that those developers kick ass. So I'm sure we'll have fun with it somehow. I wish I had like a particular. Normally when I'm streaming Minecraft, I have like some sort of subject I want to talk about. But today is just sort of a no thoughts, head empty sort of day. That's just how it is. And that's how it's gonna be. I wonder how much of this I'm gonna need. I wrote down in my notebook the path that I needed to trace out for the Nether Highway. We're gonna need like 740, 9, 12, like 13 or 1400 blocks worth of territory covered. So half that. Oh no, because it's a 2 wide, so it's actually the same. So we need like, god damn, that's so many blocks. Because it takes 4 of these guys, 4 of these packed ice to make 1 blue ice. I'm trying to think, the durability, I don't have a meter. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. I am lightheaded. Noville, drink water. Stop doing what you're doing and get some water. I don't believe you. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm slightly hostile today. This is meant to be a comfy stream. You're gonna be fine, Noville. If the room starts spinning, call your emergency contact. Do I need to send you a pic on Discord of my water? No, you're fine. I believe you. I don't know if TJ would believe you if you said you were drinking water. I'm nicer than TJ. I'm just kidding. They would be mad at me if I guess I just have that reputation in the community. I mean, it is one you've garnered for yourself. You can't really. This is sort of your own making. You do it to yourself, you do. And that's what really hurts, says Tom York of Radiohead in 19 whenever that song was written. We're gonna have so much ice, y'all. You know, this would be really satisfying in real life. If I found like a glacier, it would be really satisfying to just like knock out big 1 meter, like 1 cubic meter chunks at a time. That'd be pretty satisfying. I mean, I usually drink about 24 ounces of water during the middle of the day and have a 6-ounce mug of coffee in the morning. And second one, usually around the time TJ streams. Well, that makes sense. Although having a second mug of coffee anytime after, like, I don't know, lunch is probably not great for your body. I say this as somebody who consumes caffeine throughout the day like you do. It's not good to do that. It's like, it's objectively bad in every way, actually, to put caffeine in your body past... I mean, it's objectively bad to put caffeine in your body, period. But it's particularly bad to do it in the afternoon. Your circadian rhythm is like, what? What are we doing? I am young, I am fine. I mean, you're young now. The cruel march of time consumes us all, no veil. As does the specter of capitalism. On it. Hey. Ane very much doesn't want to be picked up right now. I will always be young and naive. Hey, you know what? More power to you. If you find a way to do that, let me know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I want to be young and naive forever. Not that I'm, like, old and crotchety now or anything, but, like, being a, like, fully brain-developed adult and having self-awareness and having many, you know, a decade or two of personal growth under my belt as an adult. That's pretty nice. I do like that. Yeah, particularly I drink the second cup around 5 to 6 p.m. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. It's bad for you. It's you shouldn't do that. You should stop doing that. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm a social libertarian, you know, like you have your freedom to do. I believe in your freedom to do whatever the hell you want, as long as it doesn't impede anybody else's freedoms. Should I perhaps drink decaf? I mean, you can. I like decaf, personally. Hey, no, can you not? I don't have any arrows. That's fine. Excuse me. Twitch is telling me there's an ad starting in about 2 minutes. If you want to skip the ad, you can subscribe. You can use your Prime sub. You can use Twitch Turbo or a secret fourth thing. Or you can just hang out and support me through the ads. I appreciate it. We got a little friend. I guess an Enderman is the opposite of a little friend, right? He's like one of the largest friends we could have in this particular universe. I mean, I usually drink coffee for the flavor, so it really wouldn't change. Yeah, true. You saying you drink coffee for the flavor just reminded me of when I was drinking, saying I drink whiskey for the flavor. And like I did, but it's not just about the flavor. It's because it got me drunk quickly. I don't find that it gives me much of an energy boost, so yeah. Yeah, well, and yeah, depending on the person, it's not much of an energy booster. It's more of a what's it called? Central nervous system stimulant, which is not necessarily energy boosting, but it has an arousing effect on the nerves. Not that get your heads out of the gutter. I don't find that it gives, yeah. Sorry, I thought you typed a message again, but it was the ad notification going away. You're fine, Noville. You don't have to justify yourself to me. The only god you must reckon with is your own. Also, I can't tell on my end, but we have increased the bitrate on the stream since the last time we streamed Minecraft. So I hope it's a lot more intelligible what's happening on the screen. For a while there, I was streaming at 2500 kbps, and that was just terrible for a game like Minecraft. So I hope it's just generally easier to see what's going on. I don't want to play Minecraft again, but if I don't play with others, I don't enjoy it a lot. Well, I mean, if you're cool with more of like a communist sort of server style where we, you know, mostly share resources, then I can whitelist you on the Fanet server. Are you already on the Fanet Discord? If you're not, you can. I think you are. But that's where this server is. If you just add the gamer tag to yourself, you can see the Minecraft channel, and then you can ask to be whitelisted there, and I'll get around to it. I heard a faint zombie growl. As long as no one cheats with creative, I'm fine. It has happened in literally every server I've joined. Yeah, I'm the only person with op permissions on this server, so there's no way for that to happen. I'm very big on, like, I understand the draw to creative servers if that's, you know, if you just want to build, but I want to play the game, and for me, the game is that whole survival experience. Even though we do use some farms and stuff to make it easier, like, yeah, I want the sort of complete experience of Minecraft. So I don't. We only change our world to creative when we're about to blow up the world and move on to something else. Also, because it's been a little bit, just want to say hi to anybody who's here and hasn't been here before. Feel free to say hi yourself. Let me know how your day's going. I definitely enjoy the chatting. I enjoy the chatting. Yeah, what was I saying? I was in the middle of a sentence, and I just got completely distracted because I wasn't picking up blocks all of a sudden. Yeah, if you don't want to let me know how your day's going, that's fine. This is a lurker, positive space. You are safe here. Pig? Why is pig on mountain? So it turns out I totally forgot to give myself rolls before, so I just spam myself with it. Nice! Yeah, I use, I forget what that bot's called. You see it in your messages. Man, I really have no energy today, huh? I'm sorry to the new people. It's one of those days, man. Oh yeah, speaking of Half-Life, we're gonna start Half-Life 2 next week. I'm excited. We beat Half-Life 1 faster than I have ever beat that game, and it kind of makes me want to learn how to speedrun Half-Life 1, but I know I'm not gonna actually do that, so I'm not gonna promise anything. One of my New Year's resolutions I am gonna set is to start streaming and to stream at least 3 to 4 times a month. Nice. Yeah, if you're just streaming like for the fun of streaming, that's totally fine. Yeah, I will say if you're streaming because like this is a thing you want to do for like a job or a source of income, it needs to be like 3 to 4 times a week in order to be remotely feasible. But if you're just streaming to get yourself out there and experience something new and have fun, I 100% say you should do that because it is genuinely fun. You know, and it's a different skill set, and like the ability to sort of casually talk with people that you don't know in a way that is like kind and engaging, and like practicing active listening and stuff like that are skills that you can use just about everywhere. So yeah, highly recommend streaming just to try it out. I can't really do that at the moment due to schedule things, so yeah, I mean that's how it is for everybody who starts streaming. It's like it's something that if you want to make money from it, you have to actively set other things in your life aside, and that is you know, it's that way with any money-making venture. It's a cost-benefit analysis. For me, I consider it to be worth it to put in the effort that I'm putting in right now. If I wanted to really be better about this and like make it a priority, what I would be doing is probably streaming about as much as I'm streaming now, but I would spend more time off stream working on new things to add to the channel layout, working on like special channel rewards, working on collabs and event streams and stuff like that. Actually editing my VODs rather than just throwing them up on YouTube. Here's the VODs channel, by the way. Yeah, so there's a lot of work to do if you want to make it a you know, a financially feasible thing. But again, it is also really fun. Yeah, that's understandable. Well, and the other thing to remember is that not every hobby has to be a financial venture. You know, like obviously we live under capitalism. Things cost money. But if you are, you know, if you're surviving and you have a lifestyle that you like, and you can give up a little bit of time and money to do something fun and different like streaming, and that's fulfilling for you, then pursue that. It doesn't have to be something you make money from. Yeah. Well, that's capitalism for you, right? That is just how it be, unfortunately. Not saying that it's right. It's objectively wrong, I believe, but that is how it be. Okay, I think we're, you know what, I'll fill up the rest of this stack. Okay. We're about as full up as we're gonna be. Let's let's go ahead and head back. Should be southeast, yeah. I'm gonna get into making cosplay, but 3D printers, sewing machines, and all that jazz is not cheap. Yeah, yeah, I mean, if you have, like, you know, family members who can come together to get a gift for you, there are some 3D printers out there that can get you started that are, like, not too expensive. Also, sewing machines, I would check vintage shops, check, you know, like, I'm trying to remember what is the name of it's not consignment, or even like pawn shops. Maybe that's what I am thinking of. Sort of your Goodwills and stuff like that. They often have, you know, older sewing machines, which often are better than the newer ones, the ones that are physically driven. If you live near a makerspace, you can have access to all those things. True, yeah, if you live in a big city or something like that, there are often makerspaces. Pretty much any major city has a makerspace at this point because we've done such a good job of marketing Steam as a concept. Like, collectively, as a society. I was gonna make a joke about jazz being cheap, but it is also not. I have 3 broken sewing machines. Nice. Well, it sounds like it's time for you to pull up a YouTube tutorial on how to repair broken sewing machines. Wait, is that not how you make that? Is it 9 packed ice? Oh my god. That's ridiculous. I'm only going to do this twice. I'm going to use these for the main road. That's ridiculous. That's a lot of ice. We're just going to use packed ice for the rest. Okay, there's that. Nope, not that. Do I need... Oh, I was going to take this mud over here. I don't need that in there. I also don't need this. And we don't need the shroom lights. That must equal at least one kind of not broken sewing machine. Yeah, yeah, right? All of them are different, and one of them is an industrial one for leather work. And the model is almost non-existent online, so I can't find anything about it. Well, you could try your local library. They might have access to some archives of that sort of thing. You'd be surprised at what information is out there if you spend enough time looking for it. Not saying you're lazy or anything. I'm just saying don't give up, you know. Also, another way to think about it, if the machines are already broken, and you know you've learned a little bit about repairing sewing machines, you might be able to kit bash it a little bit, you know? They're already broken. You got nothing to lose. I spent 3 days to get it to work and made it worse. Well, hear me out. It was already broken, so there's no way you could have actually made it worse. It already wasn't working. So you don't need to feel bad about it. Like, that's not wasted effort. That was just practice that you were doing on your path toward properly repairing one of those sewing machines. Don't give up. Yes, same as it ever was. Exactly. Listen to them. Okay. Oh man, why did I put this on this playlist? This is so dark. This is the Death Card song from Inscription. I did. I got strings stuck in an area I can't get them out of, so I legit can't fix that one. You can get strings out of any area in a machine. You just gotta find the way to take it apart to get at those strings. Yeah, set the strings on fire. The strings will burn. The machine does not burn. I think that's how metal works. I'm pretty sure. Just be sure it's not like a, you know, like a nuclear fire or like a plasma torch. The machine has oil in it? Like gas? Because if it's just machine oil, it won't burn at the, it probably doesn't even have a smoking point as low as the string burning. Yeah, machine oil has a very high burning point. I mean, depending on the type of oil. Like those are designed to not be super flammable. Because that's like the whole point. You know. Because it would be bad to have your metal machine. It would be bad to add flammability to your thing made of metal. It just angers me so much trying to fiddle with it to no avail. Well, it's only so far been to no avail. No avail? To no avail? It's only so far been to no avail. You don't know what the future brings. So don't give up. Stop it. Stop talking mean to yourself. Be nice. Why do I have a sword in my... Oh, I killed a skeleton earlier. We're just gonna put this here for now. I don't need this. This is my chest of everything I don't know what to do with. I'll eventually fill out this side of the room with all of the like decorative blocks. But yeah, we're getting there. Okay, I've recovered from the pun. But that's valid to be angry. It is extremely valid to be angry after 3 days of trying. Yeah. Look at us doing this emotional labor live on stream. You are cared for, Novale. Be nice to yourself. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're making a nether highway. There are a couple steps to that. I need to move all of the portals, all of the nether portals, so that they're on the same Y level, same height in the nether. And then we need to make a straight line between the two furthest points, and then we're gonna make branching out points to each of the portals from there. I think one of the major issues was the strings used for testing were not up to snuff and it ended up snap. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you gotta use the right stings. Because if your sting is like, say your sting is like a B minor 7, if you come in with like a C on the trumpet, you're making that a B minor 7 flat 9, and that's a little spicy. So you might want to use a different sting for that. That was a jazz joke. Okay.
It was a joke, guys.
What are we doing? Why am I talking? Why are there words coming out of my mouth right now? I'm just bouncing around this room. We need to go to the nether. I need to decide what height to put my thingamajigs at. Um, 87, 78, 67, 72. So I think we'll probably put the portals around... Let's see, the Woodland Mansion portal is at 78. Let's see where the... Ooh, we could do it at 87, which is... Okay. I was going to ask why you were saying sting. Well, because you wrote sting instead of string first. And so I corrected it the first time, understanding what you were saying. But then the second time I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I just read it literally? And then it wasn't super funny. It actually wasn't. It was not very funny at all. It was just sort of me trying to sound smart. Not that I'm not smart. I'm a little smart. But that particular example of my intelligence was not shining. Okay, where am I going from here? We need to go positive on the x-axis. Yeah, that's going to be the biggest way to go. We need to go positive on the x-axis. So from here, at this height, I think I'm going to build... here. I think that's what we're gonna do. Do I still have my... I do, I have my hoe! You gotta keep your hoe with you at all times. Every time I send a message and read it again after sending it and spot a spelling mistake, I die. Hey, you know what? You don't need to die. That's not ideal. I'm wondering if I can do this with one block in the middle. Yeah, I can. I can do it one block in the middle and use rails or something. Ooh, I have a ton of iron bars, actually. Yeah, that's going to be the way to do it. Okay, so I'll dig this out 3 wide. That's what she said. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna dig this out 3 wide for about 700 blocks in this direction. Thanks for being here, everyone. Oh, actually, I'm gonna want to have a consistent floor underneath, so we're gonna dig it out 4 tall. I should have grabbed more nether wart before I came, but I kind of want to use nether wart for the floor because it's red, which just looks cool. I don't know. Don't judge me. So I don't know what I was expecting your Steam profile to be. It's just my Speak with Animals. We're taking everybody to church now. Welcome to the Faith of the Unholy Trinity soundtrack. That was such a fun game to play through. I know I got frustrated with it at 1 or 2 points, but I'm really glad I'm really glad I played that one. It did give me some ideas for some new channel notifications that I want to do. That pixel art style that they use in Faith is like they built on it with rotoscoping, and that was not something I had thought of with the pixel art aesthetic before. But the way I'm trying to remember his name, Erdorf, is that the developer of Faith, the like main person who wrote it, or their name, I can't remember. Yes, thank you. Hey, you know what? I know some things. Also, hi, Shar. How's your day going? Are you at retail hell right now? Getting ready for work. Yeah, okay. Well, it's dangerous to go alone. Take the stream with you. Ah! Oh, God. This is also a decidedly not chill beat to break blocks to. I don't know why this one is on here either. I think I just wanted the Inscription soundtrack on this playlist because it's a really good soundtrack. Oh, that's what I was saying. Erdorf. They rotoscoped themselves, like acting out all of the parts in the cutscenes, and then like chopped frames from that rotoscoped image and pixelated it, and like that was how they ended up with that particular like 1-bit aesthetic, which is just such a cool method. I want to try it out for myself and see what the results are like. That's the plan for some of the new stream notifications, like for when people follow and subscribe and all of that stuff. We're gonna do everything locally now too. I'm migrating all of the back end of the stream to StreamerBot rather than using Stream Elements or anything like that. So I'm excited. It's gonna take a lot of work, but it's gonna be fun for my little tinker brain. Erdorf went hard for Faith. Seriously. They really popped off. It's holiday sweater day, so I'm going on my Merry Christmas. Ooh, nice. Man, I've barely made any progress, huh? This is gonna take forever. That's okay. That's why we stream this. Is so that I don't mentally just die from the monotony. Did I leave my... Also, I saw Sea of Stars got onto the nomination slots for quite a few things during TGA. Yeah, it was really nice to see it up there. I didn't watch all of the TGA. I just saw some of Tyler McVicker's stream of it because it's funny to watch him get mad at the games industry. Because, like, the TGA is also, like, when it started, it was so much trying to be the anti-E3 and succeeding. Like, Jeff Keighley really, like... He made it its... I don't want to say he made it its own thing, because it was very much still E3, but it felt less corrupted by the corporate culture that had destroyed E3, like, destroyed the spirit of E3. And over time, now it's just E3 again. It's just... It turns out it was just a long con. Jeff Keighley just wanted to run E3. That's the whole thing. Which, like, you know... Good for him. Like, he seems like not a shitty guy, but also he's a capitalist. So, like, I don't know. It is interesting to me that capitalism has come up so many times on the stream again. This happens every time we stream Minecraft. Like, I feel like I was getting... Not that it's ideal to be less political, because I like our political and philosophical conversations. But I feel like when I'm streaming stuff like Sea of Stars or like Half-Life, for some reason that stuff just doesn't pop up as much. Maybe it's because Minecraft doesn't really have a narrative, so I just talk about what's important to me, which is like politics and philosophy, like existentialism and... I got excited by like 4 things during that whole announcement segment. I'm hoping the Blade game is done well, since it's being done by Arcane. Blade. Blade as in the vampire? Hunter? Half vampire? I haven't heard of this. Politics are so chill, yeah. Huh, an Arcane produced Blade? That sounds badass. Politics are a good time. Thank you. I'm glad you all enjoy it. Also, ads starting in 2 minutes. If you want to skip the ad, you can subscribe. You can use your Prime sub. You can use Twitch Turbo, or you can fuck off. You can fuck off, and or you can continue supporting me through the ads, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Your hair is looking great. Thank you, Rin. I appreciate it. How are you today? I agree, my hair is looking great today. I'm entirely clueless on this conversation. I don't even remember what I was talking about 10 seconds ago, so you're fine. Busy and dead, oh no. Well, you've had, yeah, a busy, like, week, so that's understandable. No, stop it. I'm sorry you're dead, though. But it is understandable that you're dead. I feel you. Hell yeah. Thank you for subscribing. You're amazing. I appreciate it. Thanks. Oh, hell yeah. I wasn't expecting to find any of that. I guess I'll just break that. We were talking politics, which I am in fact clueless on. Oh, well, I mean, as far as politics goes, not to be reductive, but all you really need to do is like be not a shitty person and read Capital by Marx, or you can A People's Guide to Capitalism, which is a very, very good modern reinterpretation of capital in English by Hadas Tir, who is a phenomenal activist and socialist writer. She's pretty great. You can also hear me read that to you if you want to redeem some big brain time. Also, the ad is starting soon. I will see you all on the other side. Thank you for being here. Is this from... Oh, I think this is from Omori, maybe? Yeah. I still haven't played Omori. I really want to. I just keep putting it off because it's so long. No, Vale, redeem big brain time. Holy shit. Okay. Let me do that. I'll just disconnect for now so I don't die on accident. And we'll go over here. Bam. And I will drink some water. Excuse me. I'll be honest, my big political facade, my big political philosophy is mostly just don't be a shitty person and don't actively make other people's lives shitty, you feckin' muffin. Oh, should I have read that in a Scottish accent? Don't be a shitty... I can't do that. My Scottish accent, like, dives into bad, like a pastiche of Irish very quickly. Oh, shit. Don't be a shitty person, and don't actively make other people's lives shitty, you feckin' muffin. That's the best I can do there. Okay, let's do the big brain time. Unless, should we wait until the ad's over? We should wait until the ad's over. There's like 30 seconds. So this is A People's Guide to Capitalism. We are on... We're on the chapter about money, which you would think is the whole thing, but surprisingly, it's a lot more complicated than that. Specifically, we're on the section A Store of Value, but I think I might skip ahead a little bit. I think it might be good for us to... Yeah, that's a couple pages. Okay, we'll see if we can knock this out in 5 minutes. Hey everyone, welcome back from the ad. We're doing a little big brain time because Novell redeemed this. If you want to redeem things too, you can look at the channel points and see what's down there for you. I'm going to start the timer now. This is A People's Guide to... Oh shit! This is A People's Guide to Capitalism. We're on the chapter about money, subheading, A Glittering Incarnation. The role that gold played as the dominant currency, or universal equivalent, for much of capitalist economic history is implied by mainstream economists to be its natural function. The precious metal's worth is assumed to be as intrinsic to its physicality as the color of its shine. The French postmodernist Michel Foucault philosophized, "The signs of exchange, because they satisfy desire, are sustained by the dark, dangerous, and accursed glitter of metal. An equivocal glitter, for it reproduces in the depths of the earth that other glitter that sings at the far end of the night. It resides there like an inverted promise of happiness. And because metal resembles the stars, the knowledge of all these perilous treasures is at the same time knowledge of the world." A contemporary, albeit less poetic, and internet explanation of from onlygold.com is a typical illustration of the same principle. Quote, "Humans almost exclusively place a high value on gold, equating it with power, beauty, and the cultural elite. And since gold is widely distributed all over the globe, we find this same thinking about gold throughout ancient and modern civilizations everywhere." End quote. It seems as though humans all over the world, easily impressed by shining metal, spontaneously attached great value to gold. If this were indeed the case, we were hard-pressed to explain why humans seem to be less easily impressed by decidedly unshiny green bills of paper currency. In reality, while gold is itself a commodity and has always carried its own value, equal to the socially necessary labor time required to find, mine, and smelt it, its Wizard of Oz-like power grew out of its role as the accepted, universal equivalent. As discussed above, there is a long history of other commodities serving that same role. In the previous chapter, we talked about, or in the previous subheading, we talked about societies who have used like shells or certain kinds of rocks or even like knots of rope for money. That's what they're referring to here. Thus, for thousands of years, gold was used alongside many other commodities and types of metallic coins. From ancient Egypt to the Greek and Roman Empire, up until the development of modern capitalism in Western Europe in the 16th century. Yet, by the end of the 19th century, gold had become the preeminent universal equivalent. Countries around the world had developed their own systems and currencies. But the need for a universal equivalent that could be used across countries grew as capitalism became the worldwide system. A global system under a gold standard whereby local economic units, such as the British pound, could be fixed and convertible to weights of gold, took centuries to unfold. Ultimately, its predominance followed the hegemony of Britain as a world power, financially and militarily. As historian Pierre Villard explained, if late 17th century England laid the basis for what was to become the world monetary system, the gold standard and banknotes, this can only be understood in terms of the establishment of England's power, especially her international and maritime power, which was then taking place. I'll get to that in a second. British power grew in strength from the 16th to the 18th centuries, based on its advancing industrial development and the massive upheaval of agrarian relations, the enclosure movements discussed in Chapter 1. Among the most powerful arms that the state used to establish monetary order was the Bank of England, founded in 1694. The Bank of England issued banknotes as receipts for gold deposits, just as gold merchants had issued running cash notes for the same purpose. But the bank's notes became authoritative, and eventually accepted and encouraged by merchants as payments to circulate in the economy. By 1773, the consolidation of the Bank of England's authority was evidenced by the introduction of the death penalty for anyone caught forging its banknotes. This is how a state or an organization develops a monopoly on violence. In the early 19th century, this system of pegging currency, to the central bank's gold reserves became an official gold standard. Each coin or bank-issued bill was worth a certain amount of gold, which could be redeemed by its carrier from the Bank of England at any point. The value of gold in return reflected the labor time necessary to produce it as a commodity. Fluctuations of supply and demand. By the late 19th century, most countries tied their currencies to gold. For the decades that it operated, it provided a relatively stable price system, in which currencies were all fixed against the same measurements, and all accounts across any border could be settled in gold. Nice little vignette on gold there. It was a good, I think that's a good place to end. If only inflation didn't exist. Inflation is a natural result of any monetary system that is intended to grow. Inflation is a rubber banding reaction to the natural growth of an economy. It's not always bad. Inflation, in fact, is a good thing in small amounts because it means that the economy is healthy and growing. If anybody tells you inflation is always bad, they don't understand economics. Pleasure doing business with you. Nice. Way to get that gold. Let me scroll up a little here. I'm still surprised that we continued to hold value to such a soft and low melting point metal. This is the metal you like. Soft, weak, can be easily... Well, actually, that's one of the reasons gold became the standard, because it could easily be made into coins, even without forging. You can cold forge gold into coins very easily. So that's one of the reasons it was used for that purpose. Yeah, platinum would be terrible for that purpose because it can't be easily made fungible, which is, if you're familiar with the drama of last year, that's where the term NFTs comes from, non-fungible tokens. They can't be broken down easily. So there's something that can, like one person can hold on to. That's what a metal like platinum would incentivize. But a metal like gold can easily be broken down into little tiny parts and then crush those parts into coins. And then you have a financial system Did I close Minecraft? No, I just logged out of the server. Ah! Bam. Thank you for the big brain time. I'm always happy to do that. I feel like we haven't had big brain time in a while, so that was good. I quite wish the name would be changed because I don't want to continue. I don't know what you mean. I'm very sorry. I fully missed inflation. Oh. I mean, you know, words can have multiple meanings. Ah! All of the furries in chat. Everybody feels suddenly very seen and insulted. What are we... Yeah, we're still just digging here. I'm so glad I stumbled across ancient debris. We should really mine in the nether more often. It is in my mind every time I hear about it. Hey, you know what, Novale? You're valid. Yeah. I'm not here to kink shame anybody. Although maybe you should spend a little less time online. Personally, I consider I don't look for it, at it. Right. I don't know. I feel like maybe that was a bit of a Freudian slip there. Really had to, the at is doing a lot of work there in that sentence. You're fine. We're not judging anybody here. You look at whatever filth you want to look at. Just the persistent knowledge of its existence. Ah. Yeah, you're just persistently aware of the concept of inflation. I mean, I'm aware of the concept of inflation too. Which, by the way, is not doing as bad as many economists predicted. Biden may be a dumbass Zionist, but, you know, economy-wise, he's done a pretty great job, actually. He gets a lot more shit than he should for that particular aspect of his presidency. He's actually kind of kicking ass economically. I found it through Pyrocynical. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Man, I didn't even think about that. The, like, Minecraft YouTuber fan to furry pipeline? That's gotta be, like... That's gotta be really prevalent. Too bad prices ain't reflecting at a corporate level. Yeah, weird that, isn't it? It's almost like the corporations have a collective incentive. And what would you call that collective? Like a group, like a block, maybe like a class incentive? Maybe they, well, I mean, to work together, like to collaborate, like class collaboration. Maybe that could be the word for it. It's almost like the corporations are collaborating as a class against those of us who work. I don't know what you would call us, the ones who like work for the. Would we be like the working class? Is that what it is? I think that sounds right. It's and maybe if we exercised like some sort of, I don't know, coming together. If we came together like in a really strong way, like a really solid way, what's a word? Like solidarity. Like if we had solidarity as a class, then maybe we could be antagonistic. We could practice some class antagonism toward them. Them is a bad. You know, there's a French word I like for that. Bourgeois. we could maybe. Oh, they have the proletariat too. That's a great word. So we, the proletariat, could have class solidarity and be collectively antagonize the bourgeois to that's an idea. Yeah. Then we could, like, I don't know, dismantle the system of capital. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. Look, Novale, you're implicated now. You heard the call to action. You're part of this. I think you may be onto something here. Base? I feel like I'm in a depth that is too deep for me. No, you're fine.
It's time to
Anyways. Good rant, everyone. Sorry, I want to pick up this quartz. I'll get you some floaties. Yeah. Yeah, you can like, we can mutually work together to help Novale. Like, I don't know, like, if, like, maybe, like, aid Novale, like mutual aid? Is that, we could practice mutual aid to help. Class consciousness is super chill. Unrelated note, I found some really cool, funny woodwork earrings with this neat head hole and this shiny blade-like attachment hovering above it. Seems like a nifty invention if scaled up. Wait, I need to parse this. Woodwork earrings. This is neat head hole. What is the shiny? I don't know what you're referring to, but it sounds cool. This feels like a reference to something, and I feel like I should understand it, but I don't. Oh, a guillotine. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was imagining this, like, cool, like, shrine with a place where you would, like, put your head and the earrings would activate this, like, arcanological mechanism, and you could control a blade with your mind. I was going full world building with it. I had no idea what you were talking about. I do want them, but I need to get my ears pierced. You should. I'm very much liking my piercings. I mean, you can't see them very well from there. Or there. I'm so tiny on your screen. Can I get that on Etsy? Yeah. I think you can. Am I in real life right now? You're in real life insofar as anything is real. You know. What is the real life? I'm lightheaded witnessing this. Well, I'm glad you're here to witness it, Novale. The thought of going places you don't normally frequent fills me with dread. Yeah, I feel that completely. I was fortunate enough that one of my brother Charlie's friends was offering free piercings. You just had to pay for the price of the jewelry. So I was like, fuck it, I'll get my ears pierced. Because I, like, had met them before at least. So it wasn't quite as awkward for me. I do have a massive fear of needles, though, so I was a little worried that they were going to do it and then I was going to pass out, but I was fine, and it actually didn't hurt at all. It didn't hurt until the day after. My brain is running on too high of capacity. This is you ascending. What's happening right now is you are, I was gonna make some Elder Scrolls references, but I decided against it. It would take too much effort to play that bit to its inevitable conclusion. Are they new? Wait, are what new? Oh, the earrings? Yes. Yeah, I got them in September? Yeah, I really like them. I've been meaning to get my ears pierced forever. Yes, yeah, one on each side. I got a black stud for this one and a pink stud for that one. But now that it's been long enough, I can probably take them out at this point and switch them out with something else. I want to get some like fun dangly earrings. See, now the problem is that now that I have my ears pierced, I can get all of the cute like earrings that people sell on Etsy that are just like, you know, gaming related merch. I'm gonna have so many dangly Kirby earrings by the end of, I don't know, by the time next September rolls around. It'll be good. I'm excited. And thank you. It's a good problem to have. I agree. More ways to accessorize is never a bad thing. Especially like as a mask presenting person. Yeah, having more ways to accessorize is very, very nice. Are earrings meat, Shar? They could be. You could wear meat earrings. You could go full Lady Gaga on that shit. That's so meat. Oh my god. That's so meat. They definitely could be, yeah. Also, the coffin bag came in. Hell yeah! I'm glad it's as good as you expected. Organic and sustainable meat earrings. Yeah. So what are the steps to get whitelisted? Once I end stream, I'll be able to get on the server and just whitelist you. There should be pinned messages on the Minecraft part of the server. There's pinned messages somewhere that say to basically ping me in one of the channels, and I'll whitelist you. But yeah, you are absolutely welcome to hop on anytime. Once I fuck. Get out of the. What are you doing? Okie dokie. Just curious if I had to do something. Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, you just ping me with your Minecraft user ID, and I can get you whitelisted. But as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by our Enderman friend over there. You are welcome on the server anytime. I have the server running 24/7, and usually I remember to ping the Discord server if I'm gonna have it off for any reason. But if for whatever reason, you know, you're trying to log on and the server's not loading or something, you know, you can let me know and I'll see what's up. Because it probably just means I forgot to turn it back on after doing maintenance. Everyone remember to drink water. Hey, you're totally right, Stream Elements. I should do that. Nice. Okay, we got a nice little start here. I'm gonna block this in too. Count to 1337? Yes, we have a channel on there specifically for counting to 1337. We are all leet gamers, and if you want to hop into that channel, you just type the next number. If you type anything else, I will ban you. I'm kidding. We make jokes in there sometime. No, Vale. You're so young. That just made me feel so old. Oh no. Time is a cruel mistress. So I found my beard brush that I had forgotten I owned because it was buried. It's their favorite number. It is probably my favorite number. It's up there with like all of my favorite numbers are just references to things. I mean 23 isn't an intentional reference to things, but there is a movie called 23, but that's just because my birthday is on the 23rd. Yes, leet. Yes, it's meant to be leet. As in leet speed. As in leet hacksaws. Yeah. It's a millennial thing, okay? I hate that it's a millennial thing, but it is. I feel insulted on several levels. Why do you feel insulted? The fact that you're young is not a bad thing. Gotta move something. Always on the move. Vaush? Vosh is streaming, apparently. What day is today? Friday? Is that a usual thing? Yeah, I feel like he usually streams on Friday. Okay. What are we doing here? I've got about like 30 more minutes for me to stream. Leet Hacksaws, MLG 420, exactly. Yeah, we got a 360 no scope. Also, there are a lot of people here right now. Thank you everybody for being here. I just want to say, if you haven't chatted here before, feel free to let me know how your day is. Feel free to say hi. We do love chatting here, but also, if you don't want to chat, feel free to continue lurking. This is a lurker positive space. Also, if you're not following, the next follower goal is going to be 125. It would be really nice to hit that. So thank you all for being here. This is some applause for you, specifically. Yeah, thanks. Follow, if you're not doing that. This guy is leaving shit on my highway. Hey, I'm sorry, man, but this... Oh no, fuck. Oh no, I fucked up. Okay, we're fine. Everything's gonna be fine, actually. Oh, I forgot to turn our music back on. There we go. Okay. What are we doing now? We need more nether wart. I think we should maybe drop off some of these items back at our thingamajig, and just focus on laying down nether wart. Focus on laying the massive tube, laying pipe, as it were. That doesn't mean anything else, I don't think. Taking the bag to work, heck it. You should, yeah, be a badass goth. I don't know if you're actually a goth, but I mean, if the aesthetic works. Be your true self, Shar. Okay, cool. Sorry, just wanted to check on something real quick. Also, there's an ad starting in 2 minutes. If you want to skip the ad, you can subscribe, you can use your Prime sub, you can use Twitch Turbo, or you can just hang out and support me through the ad. It really does help. I appreciate it. I mean, I was for the longest time and then battered back into conformity by family. Yeah, I feel that. I was a little bit of a goth, like, freshman year of, what if I put this here and just, like, completely forget about it? That'd be a silly little quirky, little quirked up sort of thing to do. Anyways. Yeah, I had the same thing happen. I was, like, raised very religious, and sort of did that as like a, you know, your standard like rebellious thing. Was I gonna put ice here? That seems right. Yeah, at some point I just sort of stopped. I don't know why. I don't like, I guess it was just a conformity thing. That's probably what it was, because I moved to a new town sophomore year and got like hyper depressed, but also I, you know, needed to fit in or I was going to die. We'll put that there for now. Okay, so that's good. Did we clear everything we don't need? We have some shroom lights to get rid of, which I'll put over here. We'll put that there. We don't need our signs yet. We're not placing our portals yet, so we don't need our obsidian yet. Oh shit, I had a ton of obsidian. I didn't even need to go get that. Damn, it would probably have been good to look in my chests before I... Whatever, it doesn't matter. Put that there. Gold goes downstairs. I think this is another Omori song. Has anybody played Omori? What do you think about it? No spoilers. But is it something that I should like really be putting on the list? Or is it just like a very hyped up game? Oh, I should clear out that chest too. Yeah, because we don't need any of that right now. I love the game, but the person that's the head of the team behind it is eh. Ah, okay, one of those. That makes sense. Also, see you all on the other side of the ad. That sucks. It's like we were talking about with Novale at the beginning of the stream. Like, there are many, many reasons that that keeps happening over and over again. Sir Oski, hey, it's been a while. How you doing? It's like late evening for you right now? Something like that? How was your day? Yeah, great time for you to watch. Yeah, I'm trying to do more of these middle of the day streams on my days off because it's really easy for me to just like, oh, I didn't mean to do that yet. Actually, we'll just grab nether wart from here. I should have grabbed another hoe, but it's fine. Past 8 p.m. Okay. My estimate was about right. Hell yeah. Beep, 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 beep. Anyways, as I was saying earlier, yeah, there are many social and economic factors to why that particular issue of like people behind these big mod projects or like big indie games turn out to be pieces of shit or like have psychotic breaks or like otherwise disappear from the internet. There are lots of reasons behind that, and it's probably too complicated for us to get into right now. I think we've done enough sociopolitical analysis right now. We've practiced our theory for the day, I think. Also, the thing with Omori is it's very much post-content warnings in stream kind of game in a good way because it's mental health discussion even when it gets complicated and uncomfortable. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I definitely I feel bad because I'm pretty terrible about posting content warnings. It's yeah, that's a little bit of a moral failing on my part. I definitely gravitate toward like people should police themselves. You know, you can see what game I'm streaming when you join the stream. If you're somebody who deals with certain triggers and stuff, you can go to doesthedogdie.com and look up the game for yourself and see what's in there. So it's a little bit, I don't know. I don't know what you would call that. I'm a little too libertarian in that sense. Not that I'm every time I use the word libertarian, people are going to think I mean it in the way that is commonly used in America today, and I don't. I mean in the philosophical sense. But yeah, I do feel bad about that. I would like to get better about that. But that's just my own hang-ups about people policing their own behavior rather than me doing it for them. But I understand that I am in the moral wrong on that one. I am behind history. Shut up. Shut the fuck. Fuck. Hey. Stop it. No, God, I was too late. No, too early. Why? Let me kill you. Stop it. Fuck you. There we go. Jesus Christ. That was terrible. Okay. I promise I'm... Yeah, first try. Hell yeah. First try, down in one. Hey, hey, fuck off. No, 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 no. No, you can actually kill me here. No, no, wait, stop. Hey, stop it. Go away. I got actually scared. I was like, wait, no. I'm decked out in all of my most expensive shit. Whew. I hate the pigs. Whatever they're called. There's only one part in that game that I can't do because it brings back memories, but aside from that 10 out of 10 game, yeah, I understand that. I'm like, I don't know, I'm a weird fucker who likes going back to things that make me feel weird. I don't know, I like revisiting old emotions even if they're bad ones. It's not a healthy impulse. I don't I will fully go back and play games that make me really sad. For some reason, I don't know why I do that. It's not good. I mean, there are reasons that I could justify it, but in general, I think it's probably not a behavior that I would prescribe. I'm trying to think off the top of my head of games that are like that for me, and for some reason, nothing's coming to mind right now. I guess for me, it's more often like shows and music that do that. That like take me back to those specific emotional places. Is it a new server? It's a few months old, but we haven't been playing on it for quite a while. I think I started this one back in May, like when I started streaming again this year. Whenever I started getting a little more into it, that was when we reset the server. But then I had it down for a little while, and then when I started this series again, the Minecraft Vault, which I can explain at some point if people want it explained. When I started this series again, I just decided to stick with our existing server rather than starting a new one. Because we already had like a mob farm, well, at least a zombie spawner farm set up. And I set up an iron golem farm when I came back to the server, so, you know, we're good for like experience and iron. And I think that's a pretty good place to start from. I was watching Pixel Riffs recently, and he went through the process of making a oh fuck, what are they called? The fish guys, the guardians. He went through the process of making a guardian farm again recently on his 1.20 world, and like that seems like so much work. Like I know it would be worth it in the long run for both the XP and the items, but goddamn, that just seems like so much work. And I don't play Minecraft enough to justify setting up all those farms. Is there a spot for images in the Discord? Was gonna drop a pic of the bag for reference. I think you can drop stuff like that wherever. There is also, I should rename Comfy Chat, or Cozy Chat. Cozy Chat is probably where I put stuff like that most often, because it's just meant to be like pics of chill, cozy things. You know, if you feel weird about posting something like that in main chat, that would be a good place to put it. But I should add a channel for just like general pics, because I feel like that's a valid thing. A lot of people don't want to like post pictures of themselves or their stuff in like the main chat channel of a server. Might not have perms. Oh, if you haven't given yourself roles on the server, then you should do that. And if you just joined, let me see. I think this is you. Yeah, you're verified on there. You should be able to see it. Cozy Chat is the 4th channel down? Yeah. I wonder if, if it doesn't let you post pictures there, I'll fix that once I get done with stream. Because it should. It should let anyone who's verified post pictures there. It might be restricted to Lore Club people on accident. Like I might have used permissions from a different channel. Which, by the way, if you're watching this and you're, first off, if you're not following, you should follow. That would be very nice of you. I'm trying to get to 125 next. Preferably by the end of the month. I feel like that should be pretty easy. But if you haven't listened to Lore Club, no, not that one. I can spell sometimes. That's my podcast, my current podcast. There will be a new podcast next year. Not that Lore Club is going away, but there will be another podcast next year. But for now, you should listen to Lore Club. If you want a way to support me, that's a great way to do it. You just listen wherever you get your podcasts. We're getting so much nether wart. Hello. He's just a little friend. Okay. What are we doing? Let's grab the rest of these. We may as well get some wood. It's always good to have a little wood. I mean, I guess that's not true. There are some cases in which it's not good to have wood, but that was the lowest bar possible, lowest reach.
Joke, guys.
Just terrible. I shouldn't have even. Nope, never mind. It's an issue on my part, I think. Huh? Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I set up the restrictions on, or the permissions on that one incorrectly, because that's a pretty old channel. Ah! But yeah, I'm loving seeing new people hop on the Discord. It's very nice. Ooh, what is this? This is rather dark for this playlist. It's not letting me post any media to any server I'm in. Well, that's weird. Did your Discord app update? I know a lot of people are having issues with the new Discord update. It'll be very noticeable if it updated, because it will look completely different than it did before. Which I think it's mostly just people having problems with change, is most of the issues that people are having, but I imagine there are always technical issues that come with big updates like that. Hey, fuck right off, please. Can you not? Oh my god, you're the worst. You're the worst. You should. Terrible. Terrible. You shouldn't exist. Stop it. Where's your friend? Come on. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up with your own shit. This is like the chillest song to have possibly come on for fighting a ghast. A third one? Really? Gotta head to work. Hey, you have a good one too. Thanks for hanging out, Char. Always great to talk. No Veil is back. Hey, what the fuck is happening right now? The Nether is never this active for me. I guess it's because I've been here for a little while. Mobs have had time to spawn and despawn in other areas. But yeah, have a good work day, Char. If anybody needs a reason to first time chat, here's a question. What is the best Elder Scrolls game? There are 2 right answers to this question. There are 2 reasonably correct answers to this question. Where was that tree that I was working on? Is it over there? I straight up don't know where that was. Whatever, we'll just continue here. I have played mostly Skyrim and only a tiny bit of Oblivion. That's valid. Super modded Skyrim. I think that games... This is maybe a hot take on my part. I think that when we judge the quality of a game, we should not factor in mods. Because I think if your game has to stand on the backs of mods in order to be enjoyable to replay, then it's a bad game. Yeah, this Skyrim sucks. I agree. Along with Fallout 4. Yeah, I didn't play Fallout 4 because of Skyrim. Can't wait for Skyrim 76. I mean, that's basically what Starfield is. It is Skyrim 76. It is literally the Fallout 76 like gun and loot and everything else mechanics, plus some of the like character creation and like fantasy storytelling tropes of Skyrim. It's a fusion between those 2 games. That is what Starfield is. And then it's set in space because new IP. And everybody's doing space right now. Because if we're going off objectively, one of the better Elder Scrolls games, then one would be Oblivion and the other would be Morrowind. Those are the 2 correct answers. Oblivion and Morrowind are both reasonable games to consider the best Elder Scrolls game. For very different reasons, I should mention. They're both very good in different ways, which I think is a strength. Ooh, this is a real comfy song. This is from Bone Labs, if I remember right. The VR game. I haven't played any Morrowind, and I barely finished the intro in Oblivion. Oh, well, you should definitely check them out. Morrowind is, you know, it's a product of its time. So if you're just doing vanilla Morrowind, like, I recommend it. But depending on your computer, you may run into some issues with certain things. There are plenty of mods out there for Morrowind that don't add or change anything about the content, but just strictly make the game run better on modern hardware. And you can look those up on, like, Reddit. There are tons of Reddit threads that explain how to do those. Like, Morrowind graphic extension is, I think, pretty necessary for playing the game on modern hardware. Just because, you know, it wasn't made for modern PCs. I can't get Morrowind because my wallet is particularly empty, so that's out of the question. So I really can only do Oblivion. Yeah, Oblivion is also great. Yeah, if you've played the intro and liked it, highly recommend playing the rest of the game, especially the side quests. Like Oblivion's Oblivion's main quest is not, like, you know, crazy good, but it is engaging, I think. I think the side quests are really where, I mean, the Elder Scrolls in general, but definitely Oblivion, the side quests are really where it shines. You know how I found out about Oblivion? How did you find out about Oblivion? Through some YouTuber? Because that's valid. Also, just want to say, because it's been a little bit, if you're new here and you haven't chatted yet, you totally can. You can let me know how your day's going. We obviously love chatting here, but this is also a lurker positive space. You are safe here. And if you're new and you're not following already, if you give me that follow, you can see when I'm streaming next. And maybe see me stream other games, like Sea of Stars, which might be my game of the year. It's pretty close between Sea of Stars and Baldur's Gate 3. I watched the Spiffing Brit absolutely demolish the game with glitches. Oh yeah, I used to watch the Spiffing Brit every once in a while. That kind of personality really grates on me because I associate that with, like, you know, the anti-SJW YouTube and all of that stuff, like back when that was a real big thing. Like, he just kind of seems like exactly the kind of asshole that I would want to punch in the face in real life. But through the form of a YouTube video, he can be somewhat entertaining. There we go. Okay. Cool. Oh, we can go this way now. It's actually faster. After a while, I kind of faded off from him because after doing so much on games and there being very few hyped games recently, he has run out of content. Yeah, it seems like he sort of got it. He found his niche. And like, oh, I'm going to, I can't do his particular British accent. But I'm going to show you how to be really cool and Chad and alpha dude bro and break this game in a cool way. Chloe, hey, how's it going? I'm assuming that's the Chloe that I know. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. We're about to wrap up here. I'm gonna put away my thingamajigs. Hey, and you know me. Cool. I'm glad. Well, welcome. We are just finishing up. Fuck. Putting this stuff away. I should really... Did I not have any of that there? Nice. I have 0 ideas for games to play. Well, you should play Oblivion. I mean, it seems like what we were just talking about. You should just play Oblivion. It's the only game you need to play. Hell yeah, thanks for subbing, Chloe. I appreciate that. Not like that. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Bones. Where are we putting the bones? Those go in here. I really need to organize this whole area again. Hell yeah. We clap for Chloe. We clap every time. I like that one. What is that from? Lichfa? Who is it? Is that somebody I should know about? That's a very cool little blorbo that they've got there. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about that. Okay, I'm gonna finish the stream before the ad starts, because I feel like that's very silly to make you all watch an ad at the end of the stream. Bam. Yeah, that's gonna be it for now. You gonna raid someone? I could. Let's see if there's anybody to raid. The problem is that I only want to go. Yeah, there's nobody that I follow that's streaming right now. The problem with raiding is that I feel like I have to know the person on some level in order to raid them. Like, I could just do the networking thing and raid people that I don't know that are playing similar games, but I would hate to, like, I see Speak is streaming. This is true. Yeah, Speak is streaming right now. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I'm weird about raids. I need to get better about it because, like, you know, just y'all know how the sausage is made. That's how you get new followers and subscribers, is by going and raiding other people that you don't know and making friends online. But you know, there's a lot of weird people out there, and I don't want to expose you guys to that. Mystery meat. Yeah, it's mystery something. Anyways, I will see you all in the next one. What is the next one? The next stream is Monday. Oh, it's going to be the next Bean stream. Bean streams, if you're new here, are where I encourage you all to use your channel points as much as possible. That is every Monday. Every Monday that I stream, so every other Monday. Monday, we're going to be playing Half-Life 2, which is one of my favorite games of all time. And I know what happens in that game. I can play it blindfolded, so just destroy me with your beans. Blast me, cover me in beans. And yeah, that'll be a fun time. And then we're streaming with TJ. We're gonna be streaming here, but if you want another cool person to follow, my friend TJ, who was recently playing Ocarina of Time. I don't think they're doing that next week, but they're gonna be here on this channel Tuesday next week to play some Halo 2 with me. We're in a full, like, nostalgic period. We're going through some of my favorite games of my teenage years. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, anyways, that's the closer. It's been long enough. I will see you all in the next one. Until then, I love you. Bye.